Tons of questions to answer. I guess we ask a lot every day. Here are your top 10 questions only on Interrogar.
What happened during the Holocaust? During the Holocaust, the Nazi regime, led by Adolf Hitler, implemented a meticulously planned and ruthlessly executed campaign to exterminate European Jewry. The persecution and dehumanization of Jews began with the Nuremberg Laws in 1935, which stripped Jews of their citizenship, imposed severe restrictions on their rights, and fueled a growing atmosphere of hatred and discrimination. As World War II unfolded, the implementation of the final solution gained momentum. Jews were forcibly removed from their homes and crowded into ghettos, where they faced squalid living conditions, malnutrition, and disease. However, the horrors escalated further with the establishment of extermination camps. These death factories were designed with chilling efficiency, equipped with gas chambers and crematoria. The largest extermination camp saw the murder of over 1 million Jews. There were other death camps that played a tragic role in the Holocaust. Victims were transported in packed trains under inhumane conditions, enduring agonizing journeys to their deaths. Once they arrived, they faced a terrifying selection process, with those deemed unfit for labor immediately sent to their deaths. The gas chambers, disguised as showers, extinguished the lives of countless innocent individuals. The Nazis exploited forced labor, subjecting prisoners to grueling tasks that often led to death due to exhaustion, malnutrition, or brutal treatment. Medical experiments, including sterilization and euthanasia, were conducted on prisoners, further perpetuating the dehumanization and suffering. The Holocaust stands as a grim testament to the depths of human depravity and the consequences of unchecked hatred and prejudice. How long do most animals live? In the animal kingdom, lifespans vary greatly depending on the species. Some animals live only a few years, while others can endure for decades or even centuries. Factors such as size, metabolism, reproductive strategies, and environmental conditions significantly influence an animal's lifespan. For instance, smaller animals tend to have shorter lifespans compared to larger ones. However, there are exceptions to this rule, and fascinating outliers exist in the animal world. In general, smaller animals, such as insects and small mammals, have shorter lifespans. For instance, the average lifespan of a housefly is around 28 days, while a mouse typically lives for 1 to 2 years. On the other hand, larger mammals like elephants and whales have much longer lifespans. Elephants can live up to 70 years or more, and certain whale species can survive for over a century. Reproductive strategies also play a role in lifespan. Animals that reproduce quickly and in large numbers, such as insects and small rodents, often have shorter lifespans. This is because they allocate more energy towards reproduction and less towards longevity. In contrast, animals with slower reproductive rates, like primates or some birds, tend to have longer lifespans. Environmental conditions also affect an animal's lifespan. Species that face harsh environments or predators may have shorter lifespans due to increased risks and challenges. In contrast, animals in stable and protected environments can live longer. For example, birds such as albatrosses and parrots can live for several decades or even surpass the age of 100 in captivity. While these examples provide a glimpse into the range of animal lifespans, it's important to note that exceptions exist. Some species, such as certain turtles, tortoises, and certain deep-sea fish, exhibit exceptional longevity, living well beyond what is typical for their size. Understanding the lifespan of various animals allows us to appreciate the diversity of life on Earth and underscores the complex interplay of biological, ecological. What was the deadliest plague in history? The Black Death, one of the most devastating pandemics in human history, stands as the deadliest plague ever recorded. During the mid-14th century, this relentless disease, caused by the bacterium Yersinia pestis, swept across Europe, Asia, and Africa, leaving unimaginable devastation in its wake. The Black Death is estimated to have wiped out a staggering 75 to 200 million people, resulting in the death of 30 to 60% of Europe's population. This cataclysmic event not only claimed countless lives but also reshaped societies and had long-lasting economic, social, and cultural impacts. The Black Death first emerged in 1347 in the trading cities of the Mediterranean, spreading rapidly along trade routes and inflicting widespread death and suffering. The disease was transmitted primarily through fleas that infested rats, which thrived in unsanitary conditions. As infected rats traveled aboard ships, the plague quickly spread across continents. The symptoms of the Black Death were terrifying and gruesome. Victims experienced high fever, painful swelling of lymph nodes, black patches on the skin due to internal bleeding, and respiratory distress. Many succumbed to the disease within days of infection, causing immense panic and despair. The devastation prompted advancements in medical knowledge and public health practices, as people sought to understand and combat the disease. And it continues to shape our understanding of pandemics and the importance of public health measures in preventing their catastrophic consequences. Who built the Stonehenge and for what purpose? Who built the Stonehenge and for what purpose? Nestled amidst the serene landscapes of Wiltshire, England, Stonehenge stands as an enduring enigma that has captured human fascination for generations. Built in a time when metal tools were scarce and labor was arduous, the monument's origins are shrouded in mystery, with its builders remaining anonymous. While the identity of the builders remains elusive, archaeological findings suggest a collaborative effort of various Neolithic communities spanning roughly 2500 to 3000 BCE. The ambitious endeavor of transporting and positioning massive stones hints at the dedication and skill of these ancient architects. The ambitious endeavor of transporting and positioning massive stones hints at the dedication and skill of these ancient architects. Stonehenge's purpose, equally captivating, invites speculation and wonder. One prevailing theory positions it as a sacred site for religious and ceremonial practices. The alignment of its stones with celestial events, especially solstices and equinoxes, suggests an advanced understanding of astronomy, potentially serving as a colossal celestial calendar. Yet, Stonehenge likely held significance beyond astronomy. It's believed to have been a hub for communal rituals, connecting the spiritual and material realms. The arrangement of stones, their precise placement, and the effort invested imply a profound belief system that linked the mortal with the divine, making Stonehenge a bridge to the sacred. In the present day, Stonehenge continues to beckon artists, historians, and curious minds. Its timeless allure has inspired creative endeavors, from literature to visual art, as humanity seeks to unravel its secrets and understand its timeless relevance. As we gaze upon Stonehenge, we are reminded of the enduring human desire to comprehend our origins and connection to the cosmos. The monument stands as a testament to the creativity and determination of our ancestors, a silent witness to their aspirations and the mysteries they sought to unveil. In its silent stones, we find a bridge to the past and an ever-inspiring symbol of the ongoing human quest for knowledge and meaning. Who were the people that built the pyramids? The colossal pyramids of Egypt, standing as timeless sentinels on the Giza plateau, evoke wonder and awe. But who were the masterminds behind these architectural marvels, and how did they achieve such remarkable feats? Enter the ancient Egyptians, a civilization driven by ingenuity, reverence for the divine, and an indomitable will to immortalize their pharaohs. These monumental structures, including the Great Pyramid of Giza, were meticulously crafted by a workforce of skilled laborers, engineers, and architects. The construction process was a symphony of human effort and innovative techniques, harmonizing to create enduring tributes to Egypt's rulers. The construction of the pyramids was a testament to the organizational prowess of ancient Egyptian society. Skilled laborers, artisans, and engineers from across the land converged under the direction of master builders. Contrary to the romanticized notion of slaves toiling away, evidence suggests that these workers were respected members of society, employed seasonally when agricultural activities were limited. The cornerstone of pyramid construction was careful planning. Workers meticulously quarried limestone and granite from nearby quarries, and the logistics of transporting these colossal stones to the construction site were a marvel in themselves. Massive ramps, constructed from mud bricks and limestone chippings, snaked their way up the sides of the pyramid as layers were added, enabling the stones to be hauled into place by teams of laborers. Intricate calculations, masterful precision, and a deep understanding of geometry were paramount in ensuring that each stone fit perfectly into its designated slot. The meticulous alignment of the pyramids with the cardinal points of the compass reflects the Egyptians' profound connection to the cosmos and their pharaoh's divine mandate. The construction process also showcased their hydraulic engineering prowess. Ingenious systems diverted water from the Nile to create massive artificial lakes, facilitating the transportation of heavy stone blocks on wooden sleds. The lubrication provided by wet sand beneath the sleds reduced friction, making the movement of the colossal stones achievable. Beyond the engineering, the pyramid construction was infused with a spiritual dimension. Egyptians believed that the pharaoh's ascent to the afterlife required an elaborate tomb, complete with passages, chambers, and intricate hieroglyphics detailing their journey. The pyramids were not just stone structures, they were gateways to eternity, connecting the earthly ruler with the divine realm. In essence, the builders of the pyramids were visionaries who fused their profound spirituality with their technical acumen. Their legacy continues to captivate our imaginations, revealing an extraordinary civilization that crafted architectural wonders with a blend of dedication, innovation, and an unwavering belief in the eternal. The pyramids stand today as enduring symbols of ancient Egypt's might and a testament to humanity's indomitable drive to shape history against the backdrop of time. Who were the people that built the pyramids? Who was the evilest man in world history? However, one name that often emerges in discussions on this subject is Adolf Hitler. As the leader of Nazi Germany, Hitler orchestrated the Holocaust, a systematic genocide that resulted in the extermination of 6 million Jews, along with millions of other innocent victims. Hitler's ideology of Aryan supremacy, combined with his pursuit of territorial expansion and quest for domination, led to World War II, claiming the lives of tens of millions. His actions and policies epitomized the depths of human depravity, leaving an indelible mark on history and earning him a place among the most reviled figures of all time. Adolf Hitler's rise to power and his subsequent actions demonstrate the extent of his evil. Through the manipulation of propaganda, suppression of dissent, and the creation of a cult of personality, Hitler consolidated his control over Germany and set in motion a series of events that would plunge the world into chaos. His aggressive territorial ambitions and racist ideology aimed to reshape Europe according to his twisted vision. The atrocities committed under his leadership, such as the Holocaust, where millions were systematically persecuted, tortured, and murdered, remain unparalleled in their scale and brutality. How can you survive a stampede? In the face of a stampede, survival instincts and quick thinking become paramount. When caught in the midst of a stampede, it is crucial to stay calm and try to find a way to protect yourself from the chaos unfolding around you. Look for any available escape routes, such as open spaces, doors, or barricades. Avoid moving against the flow of the stampede, as this can lead to increased danger and potential injury. Instead, move diagonally or sideways to the edge of the crowd. If possible, seek sturdy structures or barriers that can offer some protection. Cover your head and vital organs, as well as maintain a low center of gravity to improve balance and stability. By staying aware, thinking quickly, and taking measures to protect yourself, your chances of surviving a stampede can increase significantly. Surviving a stampede requires a combination of awareness, strategic thinking, and physical actions. In crowded situations that can potentially turn into a stampede, such as concerts, sporting events, or crowded public spaces, it is crucial to be aware of your surroundings and monitor for signs of escalating tension or panic. Being proactive and positioning yourself near exits or in areas with more space can help provide an advantage if a stampede occurs. If you find yourself in the midst of a stampede, it's important to protect your airway by covering your nose and mouth, as well as maintaining your balance to prevent being trampled. If you fall, curl into a ball to protect your vital organs and try to get up as quickly as possible. Additionally, listening to instructions from authorities or security personnel can provide valuable guidance in these chaotic situations. Ultimately, surviving a stampede relies on a combination of situational awareness, swift decision-making, and taking immediate actions to protect yourself. What was the worst nuclear incident in history? The Chernobyl disaster stands as the worst nuclear incident in history, forever etching its name into the annals of human and environmental tragedy. On April 26, 1986, at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant in present-day Ukraine, a catastrophic reactor explosion occurred during a safety test. The explosion and subsequent fire released a massive amount of radioactive material into the atmosphere, resulting in devastating consequences. The immediate impact included the deaths of 2 plant workers and the evacuation of nearby residents. However, the true extent of the disaster revealed itself in the ensuing years and decades, with increased cancer rates, long-term health effects, and the displacement of thousands of people from the contaminated area. The Chernobyl disaster was a result of a combination of design flaws, human error, and inadequate safety measures. The explosion exposed the reactor core, releasing a plume of radioactive particles into the atmosphere. The radioactive fallout spread over a wide area, contaminating not only the immediate vicinity but also reaching neighboring countries. The town of Pripyat, located near the power plant, was evacuated, leaving behind a ghostly reminder of the human impact of the disaster. Efforts to contain the damage involved the construction of a sarcophagus, known as the Chernobyl shelter, to enclose the damaged reactor and prevent further release of radioactive material. The long-term consequences of the disaster are still being felt today. The affected region, known as the exclusion zone, remains largely uninhabitable, with restricted access and ongoing efforts to mitigate the environmental and health risks. How did World War I end? The conclusion of World War I marked a pivotal moment in history, filled with both triumph and tragedy. After 4 years of brutal conflict, the war came to an end with the signing of the armistice on November 11, 1918. This armistice, which essentially served as a ceasefire, brought an end to the hostilities on the Western Front. However, the peace negotiations that followed were complex and challenging, culminating in the signing of the Treaty of Versailles in 1919, which formally ended the state of war between Germany and the Allied powers. The Armistice of November 11, 1918, effectively halted the fighting on the Western Front, allowing a period of temporary peace while negotiations for a lasting settlement took place. The armistice was the result of a series of mounting pressures on Germany, including military setbacks, economic strain, and internal unrest. It became evident to German leaders that continuing the war would only bring further devastation and loss. The armistice negotiations were conducted in secrecy, with representatives from both sides working to reach a compromise. The signing of the Treaty of Versailles in 1919 marked the formal end of World War I. The treaty imposed harsh conditions on Germany, including substantial territorial losses, disarmament, and significant reparations payments. The treaty's terms, particularly the perceived humiliation and economic burdens placed on Germany, contributed to political and economic instability in the country, ultimately laying the foundation for future conflicts. Can we really engineer a virus? The concept of engineering a virus is both captivating and concerning, as it raises questions about the limits of scientific manipulation and the potential risks involved. In theory, it is possible to engineer a virus by modifying its genetic material, taking advantage of advancements in genetic engineering and synthetic biology. However, the ethical and safety considerations surrounding such endeavors are immense. On one hand, the ability to engineer viruses holds promise for important applications, such as developing vaccines, studying viral mechanisms, and advancing our understanding of diseases. Genetic modifications can potentially enhance the effectiveness of treatments and help us combat emerging viral threats. However, on the other hand, the potential for intentional or accidental misuse of engineered viruses raises significant concerns. The creation of harmful pathogens or the accidental release of engineered viruses from laboratories could have severe consequences for public health and global biosecurity. Strict regulations, ethical guidelines, and robust oversight are in place to address these concerns and ensure responsible research practices. International agreements and organizations monitor the field of synthetic biology, promoting transparency and accountability. Additionally, risk assessment protocols and containment measures are established to minimize potential risks. The balance between scientific progress and public safety is critical in determining the extent to which viruses can be engineered. Weighing the potential benefits against the ethical considerations and potential dangers associated with this field of research.
Are you ready to uncover the mysteries of the universe? Join me on an incredible journey as we delve into the captivating world of atoms and molecules. Get ready to witness the power of the tiniest building blocks that shape everything we know. Prepare to be amazed as we conduct mind-blowing experiments, unravel scientific mysteries, and dive deep into the incredible world of atoms and molecules. Subscribe to Science and join me on this extraordinary scientific adventure.